Like, this is him, this is me walking him to the door, and he turned around and slapped me. I wanna love you the way that you love me. Oh, I'm pretty, and all of my things too. I love to see me from your point of view. Oh, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. Do I need to put my hair up? Let's do it. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. Your girl is trying to be consistent out here in these streets. And as you can tell by the video, by the title, we are having a little story time and a little mukbang. I got my chili cheese fries, my bacon chili cheese fry with jalapenos and ranch. This is a funny little story time. It happened like back in 2012, I want to say. Yeah, I think it's 2012. So yeah, it's just a funny story time. I wanted to talk to y'all, to tell you guys, because you know, shit just be happening to me. What's new? Stuff just be happening to me. Me and niggas they just be doing stuff, like. But yeah, anywho, before we get started, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell, girl. And yeah, if you wanna see what happened and why I got body slammed, keep on watching. Like normal, like always, we're gonna take a bite before we start, because your girl is hungry and I love food. I call this a struggle meal. Look, I gotta put this mirror right here so I can know if I got stuff in my teeth, because I know y'all ain't gonna tell me. So anywho, let's talk about it. So this was back in, okay, I'm gonna give y'all a little backstory, because we gotta have a backstory. Okay, so this guy, I met him when I was, mind you, I'm 31. I met him when I was 16 at Lambert Skating Ring, back in the day, because this when Lambert Skating Ring was popping. All us little middle school and high school kids used to go to the skating ring and stuff like that and meet up. And I used to go, I always hung out. I didn't have friends, I had cousins, and my cousins were like, my girl cousins were like my sisters, because I'm the only girl technically. And we used to always go places and stuff like that together. So we went, and it was my cousin and my cousin's best friend. Okay, who? No. So one day, I want to say it was a Friday, I don't know, a Friday or a Saturday, it probably was a Friday, and it was the summertime. So I seen this dude, I was like, oh my god, this guy is so fine, Jesus. He had braces, he was like brown skin, he reminded me of like a young Nelly. For some reason, he just reminded me of Nelly. We used to call him Nelly. Y'all know how y'all girls you know how your girl you know how your friends, you always refer to a dude as a nickname, like where you met him, like, you know, Walmart or la la la, you know, you always have a reference to, you give him a, y'all have y'all own nickname for him besides his real name. So we was calling him Nelly or whatever came at me, but I thought he was so fine. I was telling my cousin, like, ooh, I think he's so fine, so like that. She was like, you want me to go tell him, la 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 la. I was like, yeah. So she went and told him, and we exchanged numbers or whatever. So we were talking and stuff like that, and excuse me, so we was talking this and that and third, and he just started kind of like ghosting me a little bit, ignoring me and stuff like that, and I was in my feelings. So fast forward, we end up stop talking. Fast forward years later, we started back talking. I forget how we started back talking, I don't know, but he seen your girl had glowed up, because I wasn't all that. Back in the day, I just felt like I wasn't all that cute. But you know, when you glow up, I grew up after high school, so we seen each other. I want to say we had stayed in the same neighborhood, because I moved with my cousins, and his family, some of his folks, or his uncle or whatever, his uncle was like around his age. So his uncle, and they always hung out. They stayed around the street from us. And I guess I forget how we reconnected or whatever the case may be, but he started liking me and wanted to talk to me, you know what I'm saying? And I was just like, I acted like I was going with him, like he wanted to go with me, and I was acting like, I was like, basically, yeah, we can go together and stuff like that, but really we wasn't going together, because first of all, you played me, you tried to ghost me, so we ain't even doing all that. So I had to fake break up with him and this and that and the third. So fast forward to when he slammed me. So basically one night I was at my cousin's house. I don't honestly see how people do mukbangs. I really don't. So basically one night I was chilling at the house with my cousin, with my mom, my other cousin, my second cousin, my first cousin, all that. We just be hanging out, we just be chilling. We was chilling, drinking and stuff like that, and he called me or whatever, and he was like, what you doing and stuff like this. At this point he had already been drinking, so he had a bottle. He was like, what you doing? I want to come over, I got a bottle and this and that and the third. I was like, I really ain't want to talk to him, because at this point I was talking to my now ex, who I was fooling with for 10 years. At this point I was talking to him, and I really wasn't even trying to hang out with him no more. I was like not dealing with no other dudes, so I was just like, I'm good and this and that and the third. He was like, man, come on, this and that and the third. I was like, no, because I really don't, I just ain't want to hang out with him. So he ended up talking about something. He ended up calling me back and saying he on the porch. It's the popping up for me. I do not like when a nigga be trying to pop up. Don't pop up on me. So he come over, I let him in the house or whatever, and you know, I had made me a little drink, and we was talking and stuff like that. He was just being extra, like you could tell he was drinking. He was being extra, and I was just like really over it. So he had knocked my drink down, and I was like, you know what, because I forget really what led up to it, because he really was doing too much. So I was like, you know what, you just need to go home, because you drunk and you starting to get on my nerves. You really starting to aggravate me. And he was like, man, nah, I ain't about to go nowhere and this and that, just being a little aggressive. So I was just like, go home, just go home, please go home. Like, I'm not even playing, I'm not in the mood, just go home, just leave. So he was like, nah. So I had to go tell my mom. I was like, my cousin up here laughing, she always laughing. So I told my mom, like, mom, can you please make him leave, because he doing too much, I ain't got time. Can you just please make him leave, because he wasn't listening to me. So she said, can you just leave and stuff like that? We don't need no problem, we don't need no issues and stuff like that. She wants you to leave, you need to leave. So he walking out the door, and I'm walking him to the door nicely, and he walking out the door, and like, here's the door, like, this is him, this is me walking him to the door, and he turned around and slapped me. He turned around and slapped me, and I tried to slap him back, and we ended up, because it's a carport right there by the side door or whatever. So I ended up trying to slap him back. We ended up under the carport outside, and before I know it, he body slammed me. He picked me up, slammed me on concrete, and I got up real fast, like on That's So Raven. You know how she fall and get back up? I feel it, got back up real fast. He ran, I take off running towards him, and I fall skipped my knee up and he just ran on. So I was like, call the police, call the police. La, 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 la. So I ended up calling the police, and I had told them I want to press charges, and I told them where he stayed, and they went to find him. They took his ass to jail. So I ended up going to jail. I mean, he ended up going to jail. I ended up going to court, and he had bonded out. So they ended up sending me papers about if, cause I had to go to the hospital because my shoulder was hurting so bad. Like this shoulder, this side, it hurts. It always, to this day, it still be hurting me. And I was gonna press charges. I was gonna sue his ass and everything. He called me, begging me, so please don't do this. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. La 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 la. Boy, get out my face. Stop talking to me. Don't call me. Leave me alone. I'm done with you. We not cool no more. And that was just that. I was just like, I couldn't believe this nigga like body slamming me on concrete. Y'all know how small I am. I am 90-some pounds, probably 100 the most, give or take. I am small. Like, you could have broke my neck or something. You could have broke my back. But child, yes, he slammed me on my back, and I just couldn't. I just was not understanding. Like, ever since then, my back been hurt. My little shoulder been hurting. And to this day, he still be trying to talk to me. Well, he did at one point. And I'm like, boy, we not cool. Stop talking to me. Stop trying to talk to me. Stop trying to reach out. That's why I need me a man of God. Cause I ain't got time for these niggas. They be wanna put their hands on you. That extra shit. That was really it. Oh my God, my eye burning. Oh Jesus. But yeah, that's my little story time. It wasn't long. It was really just, it happened that fast. Like before I knew it, I was on the fucking ground and I was back up chasing his ass down the street. And my cousins were laughing. She just like everything funny. She was like the person that laugh when bad shit be happening. If it ain't bad happening to her, if it's somebody else, she laugh. But yeah, that's how I got body slammed like a fucking wrestler. I hope you guys enjoy this little short story time. Of course, I got many more story times. I just gotta figure out what stories I want to talk about. And yeah, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and comment below if y'all ever had something like that happen. And this was a dude that I actually liked it a little bit. Like, get out of here. Excuse me. Oh Jesus, excuse me. But yeah, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so y'all know when I upload. And well, that's really it. I'll see y'all in the next video. Deuces, girl.